Hi everyone, this is Uni. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Unique Paradigms podcast. Welcome to our discussion. Our previous podcast episode in the Shaktism series discussed the Divine Mother Kali. Although my journey of worship to Kali Ma is ongoing, my path to connecting to Durga has been influential in my identity within Sanatan Dharma as well. And an awareness that grew over time, and I did recognize more of a variance of perspectives of Hinduism and Shaktism in practice. Intrinsically, the adoration of Durga has been shared throughout generations in my family. I celebrate the connection to my ancestral roots, as well as my continued devotion to the divine feminine, despite facing challenges and encountering stigmas associated with gender roles and forms of Mariaman worship, especially in the Caribbean. Our Shaktism series will continue to expand as we explore sacred scriptures such as Durga Saptashati, often references Devi Mahatmya and Chandi Path. Devi Mahatmya is an over 1500-year-old Sanskrit text. So the exploration of the scripture and the dimensions of what Westerners also view as mythology and folk tales, it does help us to bridge different societal and cultural metaphors. In this context, we can also see how within these stories, Hindu demons do represent aspects of human elements and setbacks. And for that reason, I feel that the growth of Eastern philosophies has grown because of the interpretations in these cultural metaphors. And in this representation, there are sometimes setbacks as we integrate in our communities. However, Durga represents the role of being a demon slayer. And in academia, prior research has referenced the need for humans to destroy internal and external demons in order to live a fuller life. The Devi Mahatmya is also a great source when we look at the analysis of Kali's personality. For that reason, I wanted to start this journey with an exploration into this text and the early composition of it in being highly revered in Hindu Shakta traditions, as well as its place within Mariaman and Kali-oriented studies. The majority of Kali scholarship cites the Devi Mahatmya in order to provide a portrait of her presence in this text. So it does help us to date and understand Kali through a foundational and the characteristics of the worship practices that contributes to existing scholarship, and also by continuing to provide scholarship in this community. So understanding conceptions of Kali and providing further evidence has been significant in the study of her figures and the development over time. So we can also see an Eastern and Western variance in this exploration of perspectives. There has been a shifting of paradigms in the West. We will continue to explore this as we navigate these discussions in our Shaktism series. It becomes clear, though, through reading of the Devi Mahatmya, that Kali is a central character in the text's narrative. And it does help refine Kali's own representations within Hindu Sanatan Dharma literature. The text places Kali as a significant character not only emphasizing aspects of her characteristics such as her wrathfulness, her gruesomeness, and her violence, but also other aspects of her personality are in larger contexts of Sanskrit literature. But it does suggest her as an essential aspect of these battles. And based on the amount of textual space that she has been a part of, her presence still is very prominent, and there is an opportunity for us to explore these various contexts, where we often see in imagery, in art, is the embodiment of her in her most famous battle, Raktabija. So in the Western context, we see that imagery more often than others. In the Western context, the perceptions formed from myths and folklore are resilient, and they have supported the understanding of mysteries associated with our universe for centuries. So in this lens, through myth, ritual, and symbolism, we're able to experience an interconnectedness with the cosmos and universe and help recognize aspects of our individual destiny and identity. However, myths can provide comfort and understanding when we are looking at intercultural, multicultural immersion, and it does provide a platform for points of reflection through trials and triumphs of one's own life and their experiences as they encounter mythological characters, symbols, and storylines. In the context of Shaktism and Sanatana Dharma, a deeper consciousness evolves as we explore the different sacred narratives. So they help to provide a deeper meaning and a guideline to various aspects of how one should live their life, where they have a more meaningful explanation for their life experiences. So demons in the Hindu mythologies are often representation of cultural contexts, of aspects of power, and also aspects of where we see as human elements of corruption, greed, domination, ignorance, and threats to destruction. In many societies, we often see an oppression and restriction of women from expressing themselves fully and freely. For this reason, there has been much more interest in the divine feminine in the Western context. For some, it provides a path allowing them to feel and emerge in a way where they can get in touch with their inner power and help to provide courage and strength to express themselves in a fulfilling way. Aspects of learning, especially about Durga's protective qualities, it does have a path towards empowerment for some followers and a true sense of self-expression. In academia, Cobham's Encountering the Goddess, a translation of the Devi Mahatmya and study of its interpretation, as well as the Chandi path, have advanced research in these paradigms. Additionally, Western contexts in practice have used presence of Shakan and Shakta Tantra and Diksha to connect East and Western philosophies through spiritual practice. So we can also see these patterns of growth of interest in areas such as Kundalini. Although much of Shaktism is not present in the Western adoption of this practice. Additionally, foundational Shaktism concepts of Tantra have been diffused for mass commercialization in Western societies. There has been a dilution of some foundational concepts to Shaktism as well as within Sanatana Dharma. I do seek to discuss and openly look into the interpretations of the West, and as well as the rooted views within Indian culture and diasporic communities. The literary history of Indian culture brings forth research into dimensions of Shaktism where we can see an interest in patterns of tantric studies as well as Shaktism. We will continue to explore these topics. I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Take care.